Namaskaram. Shri Mahaganapatiye Namah. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Welcome to today's humble samarpanam on Mayilpeeli. Today we shall chant, learn and understand the slokas of Narayaneeyam Dasakam 43. Let us first chant the sloka and then understand the meaning. Dasakam 43 talks about the killing of Trinavartha. Another asura called Trinavartha came in the form of a whirlwind and lifted baby Krishna from the cradle. The baby kept on increasing its weight, and that made the asura unable to lift the baby anymore and wanted to drop the baby. Lord Krishna then killed him. Dasakam 43, Shloka 1. त्वामेकदा गुरुमरुत्पुरनाथवोढुं गाढादिरूढगरिमाणमपारयन्ती माता निदाय शयने किमिदं बतेति जायन्त्यचेष्टत गृहेषु निविष्टशङ्का. O Guru Ayyappa, once your mother Yashoda, who was holding you on her lap, found your weight suddenly too heavy to bear. Putting you on the bed in the cradle, she went about her household work. But her mind was highly agitated as to how this was happening, and she was praying to you. When Yashoda was holding baby Krishna on her lap, we understand here that the child started weighing more and more, and she could no longer keep him on her lap. Though she goes about her household work, she is worried why this kind of increase in weight happened, and she is praying that the child is not in any trouble. Dasakam 43, Sloka 2. Tavad viduramupakar gora gosha vyajrum vipam supatali paripuritashaha vatyavapu sakala Daityavarat Trinavart Takyo Jahara Janamana Saharinam Tvam. O Lord, at that time there came a deafening sound from a long distance, and the atmosphere was enveloped in a huge cloud of dust rising upward. It was the demon chief Trinavartha, an ally of Kamsa, who came in the form of a whirlwind and lifted you, who are one who lifts the minds of people. All the quarters were filled with thick dust, and a terrific sound arose and spread all around by the impact of Trinavartha's arrival, who came in the guise of a whirlwind to kill Krishna. Dasakam 43, Sloka 3. Uddhamapamsu timirahata drushtipate Drashtum kimapyakushale pashupalaloke ha balakasya kimiti tvadupantamapta mata bhavantamavilokya brisham rurodham. O Lord, the people of Gokula could see nothing due to the darkness caused by the thick cloud of dust everywhere. Your mother, not finding you where she left you, cried bitterly and loudly. The immense dust caused intense darkness, due to which the vision was obstructed. All the cowherds and everyone were unable to see anything around. Krishna's mother was full of worry as to what happened to Krishna. Yashoda ran in distress towards where she had left Krishna, but could not find him. She then began to wail and cry loudly. Dasakam 43, Sloka 4. Tavat sadanavavaropi cha dheena murtihi bhavat kabara paridarana luna vegaha sankocha mapatadanukshatapam sughoshe goshe vyathayata Bhavad Janani Ninadaham. O Lord, the demon chief, unable to bear the weight of your body, became exhausted, and with his speed gone, he came to a dead stop. Then the dust and uproar having subsided, your mother's piteous wails were heard all over the village of Gokula, is what we understand in this shloka. Dasakam 43, sloka 5. Rodopakarnanavashadupagamya geham krandatsu nandamukha gopakuleshu deenah Tvam danavatstva kila muktakaram mumukshuhu Tvaya pramunchati papataviyat pradeshat. O Lord, hearing Yashoda's cries, the cowherds headed by Nanda came there rushing and not finding you, began to cry too. Meanwhile, the tired demon wanted to let go of you. But you who blesses your devotees with liberation did not release him, and he fell down from the sky. On hearing the wailings of Yashoda, Nanda and the other Gopas rushed inside the house crying. Meanwhile, the Asura, who had become weak by carrying baby Krishna's weight, wanted to release him, is what we understand in this shloka. Dashakam 43, sloka 6. Rodakulastadannu gopagana bahishta Pashana prishtabhu videhamatistavishtam Praikshanta hanta nipatantamamushya vakshasi Akshinameva cha bhavantamalam hasantam. O Lord, then the cowherds, tired of their own wails, saw a huge body fall on the rock outside. You were smiling contentedly and were lying on the chest of the demon's body, with no sign of injury or exhaustion. It was indeed a real miracle, is what Bhattadri says in this shloka. Dashakam 43, sloka 7. Grava prapata paripishta garishta deha Brashta sudrushta danujo paridushta hasam Agnanamambujakarena bhavantametya Gopa dadurgirivaradivanila-ratnam. O Lord, owing to falling down from a very great height on the rock, the demon's lifeless body had been shattered. You sat on that wicked demon's body, smiling broadly and beating it with your lotus-like hands. The Gopas came there and lifted you like picking up a blue gem from the mountain, is what Bhattadri says in this shloka. Dashakam 43, sloka 8. Ekaikamashu parigruhya nikamanandan Nandadigopa parirabdha vijumbitangam Adatu kama parishankita gopanari Hastabhuja prapatitam pranumo bhavantam. O Lord, I bow to you who were lifted, embraced and kissed by Nanda and other cowherds one by one, overwhelmed with joy. Perceiving the ardent desire of the gopis to do likewise, you leapt into their lotus-like hands, is what Bhattadri says. What we understand here is that one by one, Nanda and the other Gopas, with great joy, took hold of the baby Krishna quickly and embraced and kissed his limbs. The Gopikas were also desirous of taking Krishna in their hands, but did not do so out of shyness. Bhattadri says, we praise you, O Lord, who then, as a honey beetle, jumped into their lotus-like hands. Dashakam 43, sloka 9. Bhuyopi kinnu krunumah pranatartihari Govinda eva paripalayata sutam naha Ityadi matara pitru pramukaistadanim Sampraptitastvadanavan vanaya vibho tvameva. O Lord, Your mother and father and the others wondered as to what could they do for your protection. Again and again at that time they said that only Govinda could protect their son, O Lord, the Redeemer of devotees. So they prayed to you alone for your welfare, is what we understand in this shloka. That is, the parents and all the gopis and gopas in the village of Gokula were so worried about Krishna, and they kept on saying that only Govinda, the Shri Hari, could protect Krishna from any danger. Dasakam 43, Sloka 10. Vatatmakam danujameva mayi pradhunvan Vatodbhavan mama gadan kimuno danoshi Kim va karomi punarapya nilalayesha Nishesha roga shamanam muhurartaye tvam. O Guruvayurappa, thus you killed the Asura who was in the form of a whirlwind. Why do you not kill and remove my ailments which also arise from the wind? What else can I do, O Lord of Guruvayur? I again and again beseech you for the eradication of all my internal and external ailments, is what Bhattadri pleads to the Lord here in this last shloka. In this Dashakam, we can summarize that when Krishna's maternal uncle Kamsa came to know that baby Krishna had also killed Shakatasura, then he got very angry and called Trinavartha to execute the task of killing baby Krishna. Kamsa made Trinavartha aware of the powers of little Krishna. Trinavartha assured Kamsa that he has magnificent power of blowing away everything, and he will surely blow away Krishna and will throw him from a height that will finally kill him. Kamsa sent the whirlwind demon Trinavartha to finish off Lord Krishna. At the same time, and another function was observed by Yashoda and Nanda Maharaja, Krishna's first birthday. They arranged for Krishna's birthday ceremony. Lord Krishna, who was carried by his mother Yashoda in her lap, had come to know of this through his divine powers about new plan of Kamsa and made himself heavy on her lap. He wanted to support the intent of Trinavartha just so that he could slay the wicked demon. Yashoda had to finally put him down on the bed in the cradle, finding him very heavy to hold. She left him and went away to do some household work, taking both the opportunity and the form of a powerful tornado or whirlwind. Because of this, everyone's eyes became covered within a few moments, and the whole area of Vrindavan became densely dark, so that no one could see himself or anyone else. During this great catastrophe, Mother Yashoda could not see her baby, who was taken away by the whirlwind, and she began to cry very piteously. She fell down on the ground exactly like a cow who has just lost her calf. When Mother Yashoda was so piteously crying, all the cowherd women immediately came and began to look for the baby, but they were disappointed and could not find him. Trinavartha kidnapped baby Krishna and spun him high into the sky. Trinavartha flew higher and higher up into the sky so that he could drop down Lord Krishna and kill him. Krishna made himself unbearably heavy for Trinavartha that suddenly he could not go any further, and he had to stop his whirlwind activities. Baby Krishna made himself heavy and began to weigh down the demon. The Lord caught hold of his neck. Trinavartha felt the baby to be as heavy as a big, huge mountain, and he tried to get out of his clutches, but he was unable to do so, and his eyes popped out from their sockets. Crying very fiercely, he fell down to the ground of Vrindavan and died. He hit the stone ground, and his limbs were smashed to pieces. by the transcendent baby Krishna who emerged without a scratch. His body became visible to all the inhabitants of Vrindavan. Hare Krishna. Govinda Nama Sankirtanam. Govinda Govinda. Narayana Akila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Shri Hare Namaha. Shri Mahaperiyava Sharanam.